Ding.
What's everyone? This is the Mr. Pro Wrestling Podcast, episode 3. Now, we've been on a couple weeks hiatus, but we are back, and this week we are joined, and of course, as always, Josh Levinson,
What's up, people?
Rob Ricchio,
It's not my name.
and the newest member to the cast, Sean Johnson.
What's up, world?
You got my name wrong.
Oh, sorry, too white to handle.
Thank you.
You are,
Alright.
in fact, too white to handle.
I think we should just
That
get
is
right
true.
on the business. There's been a lot to talk about. First, so I'm going to ask everyone, Survivor Series, how do you feel about Sheamus being the new champion? Me personally, I kind of like it. It's better than Roman Reigns, and it's new and interesting. Josh, we'll start with you.
I can't really say too much bad about it because with the state that their upper division is, I don't see too many other people who could have been the champion at this time. So I'm not strong about this at all, but I'm not going to down talk it either. Anybody else?
All right, Rob.
I mean, it's not good. I think it's probably gonna be better than Reigns, but I don't like though how I am. So I saw this video of, and I sent it to you, of the Roman Reigns winning compared to the Daniel Bryan beating Cena at SummerSlam, and it's like the exact same thing that they're trying to replicate, but that was organic. This is not.
Fans
So,
like Daniel.
I'm not a fan of it.
All right, Sean.
I think it goes both ways. I mean, I like how they use something new and they finally let Sheamus cash in the Money in the Bank. But at the same time, Sheamus is kind of boring to watch in the ring. But as long as there's not Roman Reigns as champion, I like it.
All right, so we can all come to the conclusion that it's better than Roman Reigns. We've all come to the conclusion of that.
Yeah,
is
but not by
correct.
much.
I would say by a good decent amount it's better than
I
Roman.
wouldn't.
So really, I think I want to talk about the high points of Raw.
All right.
But-
Well, yeah, you're lagging quite a bit.
Fix the Wi-Fi, but the Raw was all over the place this week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
very
mean,
all over.
I didn't get to see all of it, but from what I saw, I wasn't really impressed.
Because a random faction was just made, then they had
And then they dropped out.
Titus O'Neil somehow finding Stardust's Galaxy again. Adam Rose throwing shade at everyone. They just don't know what the fuck they're doing here. So first we'll talk about the League of Nations. John, what do you think of the League of Nations?
Personally, I'm a big fan of the League of Nations. I mean, I love Del Rio's return, and I like Bad News a lot. So I'm not a fan of the entire team, but you got the New Day kind of team there.
There's no New Day in it. New Day's not in it.
They're like associated with it.
Associated with
They're not
it.
in it though.
All right, Rob.
I don't like it. It's none of these guys are main eventers. I mean, as much as I love Rusev, he's not a main eventer. All these guys, they're not. Why should we believe them to be on the same level as Reigns?
All right.
They've been jobbed out in the past few months. Like,
Not
no.
really. Josh, League of Nations.
I'm perfectly for this because I feel like these guys have been used a little. They haven't really been used like they should, but at least them as a team, they can kind of have like that gang mentality type of angle. Whereas by themselves, they're just pretty much jobbing at this point. So I'm for the League of Nations. I'm happy what they're doing with them. Hopefully they use them more because these guys deserve it after what they've been through. And
Yeah.
consider there's a hole in the locker room for a heel. And I don't feel like Sheamus is going to be able to fill it by himself. I feel like this was a good idea.
I guess that is
Other
true.
than Sheamus, I think that the team is like, it's a bunch of guys that haven't really gotten a shot to shine, but now they're getting their chance and they're going to excel at it. So I like
What? Del Rio has a Money in the Bank Rumble and former World Championships. He's had his chance to die.
What has everybody else had, though, Rob?
I mean, I agree with that. Like for Rusev and Barrett, they haven't been in the main event in like a while. Like Barrett last time was when he was leader of the Nexus, and Rusev really has never been in main event.
No, he was main eventing when he was the U.S. champion.
Not really though. I mean, he was a mid card act with Cena. I mean, as much as it's weird to say Cena was in the mid card, I mean they were in the middle of the WrestleMania show, so it's like.
All right, so the next big thing on Raw, well, there really isn't anything else on Raw, is there?
I mean, you got to recap me. I missed most of it.
And a big thing on Raw was that Kevin Owens wasn't there.
Well, because he was sick.
He was ruled out of sickness, and
Sick.
he did confirm on Twitter that he will be back this Monday. So
He was supposed to be in the main event, but then he got sick. So
and
I really hope that he has now joined the League of Nations. He doesn't need them.
I don't know if anyone saw the little back and forth him and Sheamus had on Twitter.
I did.
I thought it was very funny.
It was good.
Please fill it in. I don't know what it is.
So really, Sheamus said sooner or later Kevin Owens will join the League of Nations. Because first he talked about like his he called his title a belt, and Owens he's like it's a championship. He's like know what you're talking about first, and then he said he's like don't worry, you'll join the League of Nations sooner or later. And Owens with the line of the night said goes, is that where you guys discuss global warming? So so I mean, Kevin Owens is always a bright side in this dark days of WWE. But another thing I want to get to is, did any of you guys hear about the whole Jim Ross thing?
No.
Well,
Fire
Jim
away.
Ross's Twitter was hacked, and it was sending messages indicating that he died.
Well,
It was later revealed that, but then he later went on his Twitter and said that he was hacked, and it was different people talking about it. What do you guys have to say about that? Rob, let's start with you on the whole Jim Ross Twitter hack.
I have nothing to really say about it. I mean, whoever did that's a dick, and that's pretty much it.
Josh?
More or less what Rob said. I feel like they were just trying to troll, and I guess they got their laughs.
Trolling with
But-
someone's death?
People have a sick sense of humor.
I mean, a lot of famous people go through like the fake death stage, and I mean, you get over it. People get hacked, and you move on. Not much there to talk about.
Yeah, it's kind of the internet age right now.
I feel like on like someone with Jim Ross, like with all the shit that he has wrong with him, to then just hack his Twitter, because I mean, it was a lot of people believe that he died. Because that would make another legend that this year that we lost. Like this year, wrestling is terrible. It's the year of death and injuries. It's what it is.
And lack of shows.
Yeah,
And the death of ratings also.
Yeah.
It's just, what the fuck is happening to WWE in 2015?
I feel like they're kind of been sitting at the top for a long time, so they had to take a little bit of a recession at this point.
It's never been this bad.
It's been in a recession for the past, like, 10 years. It's just, right now it's in a depression. I mean, if you're going to go with that analogy.
Sure. But eventually they are going to get back out of it. Either that or something's going to show up.
I don't know. I mean, it's not looking like it right now.
It can't sit like this forever. Either it's going to get better or something's going to pass it up. Which
It's gonna get
I don't
worse.
see too many things that could do that at this point, though.
Personally, I think when they call up a lot of their NXT guys, they're going to be right back at the top where they should be.
I don't know. I
I
mean,
don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, they've already called up a bunch of guys, and
One-
I feel like it's made much of a difference.
One name that comes to mind with NXT guys is Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, I mean, didn't he, like, just lose it this week on Raw again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like whenever an NXT guy gets up to the main roster, they just hit the glass ceiling, pretty much.
I don't know. I mean, the only NXT guys that have succeeded,
He's
the only
short.
NXT guys that have succeeded are Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Charlotte, I guess.
Yeah, but Charlotte's not even that good.
All the divas from NXT really have succeeded.
I wouldn't say
Becky?
Becky and Sasha have.
Emma? I don't think she
Paige.
succeeded.
Emma, other than Emma, I mean, Sasha and Becky are going to have their chance, and they're going to be up there. I mean, Becky just had a match with Charlotte, which was pretty good. So
I am
I'm just
really
waiting for
afraid for
Bayley.
Becky, though, because I really want her to succeed, but it doesn't look like she's doing it. It looks like she's being played out as the victim at this point.
Becky?
Yeah. I feel like she's being used as the victim at this point because how many matches has she won lately?
I mean, the only match she wins is when she teams with Charlotte.
There you go.
I mean,
She's lost to okay, I could be wrong about this, but the last two matches I've seen her in, she lost to Charlotte and she lost to Sasha. What? You're not really giving somebody a push if they keep losing like that.
well, no,
I feel like she's treading on getting buried, and I'm really hoping that doesn't happen though.
Sean, what are you gonna say?
I mean, she's losing to people like Charlotte and Sasha. I mean, those are your top two divas in WWE right now. So, other than Paige, I mean, those are your top two.
I
And
wouldn't say Sasha's a top. I would say the top two divas are Charlotte and Paige.
In,
You said
are you
that.
talking in terms of booking or in terms of actual wrestling?
in
In
wrestling,
terms of wrestling, Charlotte sucks right now. She's having the worst matches of her career.
I don't know what happened with her. Like, she left NXT and then she's like a different person.
And I think Paige is overrated also.
I
Glass
think
ceiling.
Paige is rated.
She's the worst at calling spots. It's like, it's not good.
That's
Okay,
what
quick question for you guys. I'm just
Yeah.
curious. What do you guys think about the whole Paige doing her submission on the table?
It
stupid.
didn't make a difference.
it didn't really.
Okay, I'm making sure I'm not the only one here because I think that's so stupid. I don't think there's any point in that.
How did that affect it at all?
It doesn't. It's just on the table.
I don't know. I mean, like it hurts watching her do it on the table. Like why? Like, what is that supposed to?
It hurts. It hurts because it's supposed to be more of an impact, and it's not. But they're building it like it is, which makes no sense.
what if back in like the glory days or like the new generation days, what if you saw Bret Hart just go on the fucking announce table and put Shawn Michaels in a sharpshooter? Like, would that do any difference?
Probably not. They would just sit there like they're a bunch of idiots.
I don't know. Like,
I like how Paige is doing it right now.
no. They're not sitting there like idiots because you hear Michael Cole going, "Oh my God, it's on the table! Rampage on the table! Why would she do that? Why would she do that?" Like,
Because of the PTO.
whatever the fuck her thing is called.
Just saying.
Yeah, the PTO.
Yeah, Paige tap out.
I don't know. Like, NXT guys when they get called to main roster scare me. Like,
Yeah.
the next two guys that I can see getting called up that don't screw up are Finn Balor and Baron Corbin. I don't think those are two guys that they're not going to screw up.
I think Sami Zayn also potentially.
I feel like unless you're in a team, you are in a lot of trouble getting called up.
You think the Hype Bros are going to be in trouble when they get called up because they
No,
just
I'm
start.
saying unless you're in a team.
He said unless you're in a
Think
team,
about
yeah,
it.
because he's saying
Ambrose,
so well,
Roman
right?
Seth Rollins were in a team when they went up there.
Yeah.
So were the Wyatt family. They were part of a team when they
Yeah,
went
and so
up.
and so was the Ascension, and that turned out really great for them, right?
It's gotten better results. I'm not saying it's a surefire thing. I'm saying it's you have a better chance.
You know what? I have an idea. We're going to play a little game. I'm going to say, who do you think out of NXT are the next three guys or teams to be called up? I'm going to say Finn, Baron, and the Hype Bros. Sean, who do you think?
I think Finn is definitely the number one to get called up. I think Enzo and Cass need their chance to finally shine, get called up. And I'm not really sure about the third one. I think a lot of their talent needs to still develop. So,
All right. Rob?
I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn, Enzo and Cass, and Bailey.
All right, Josh?
Finn, Bailey, and the Hype Bros.
I mean, the three names I said is because I know that those three acts have been touring with them. Now, yes, Enzo and Cass and Bailey have been with them as well. And Sami Zayn, I don't know what they have planned for him. I don't know if they want to call him up, if they want to
He
keep him in.
doesn't have to do in NXT.
What?
What else does he have to do in NXT?
I don't know, but I mean, on NXT, they're showing video packages for him.
Yeah, but like, I don't think he'll be there for long.
Speaking of NXT, what do you guys think of Dash and Dawson?
So we're just not gonna review the rest of Raw. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna go on NXT. There's nothing left to talk about in Raw.
Okay. Well, before we do that, then how about the New Day at the beginning? Because that's really all I saw.
The New Day is
Oh,
probably one of the only reasons why I've been watching Raw lately.
Oh, what about Alana returning, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting.
Alana's not gonna impact the ratings.
Well, I never said that she was. I was saying that it's interesting.
It's gonna help Rusev, but what's that gonna do?
I don't fucking know. Just saying that she did return.
Yeah, but she's not going to really make that big impact that they need.
I mean, so did Dreamer, but you think Dreamer's gonna make an impact?
Tommy Dreamer came back too.
We
Yeah.
forgot about fucking Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, and me and you were talking about this. I thought it was Spike Dudley when he first showed up.
I think everyone did.
Yeah, like when I saw him, I couldn't tell it was him until Michael Cole yelled that it was Tommy Dreamer. Like I couldn't tell.
Tommy Dreamer's original theme that he used in WWE.
Wait, what'd you say?
I
He
recognize.
used his old theme.
Yeah, so I was confused.
But there's rumors that they might use another. They might bring another ECW guy tomorrow. So that's another thing to talk about.
It'd be like
It'll be. Who do you guys think?
probably Marvin Gaye, I would assume, because he already has like an agreement with them.
I think it could be
I would-
Spike Dudley.
I feel like that might be a chance to bring up Rhino, actually.
Oh yeah. Rhino's been in NXT, so yeah, I think it's either gonna be Rhino or Rob Van Dam. See if it was Spike Dudley, I think he would have been the third then. Like, would you want for your mystery partner reveal to be Spike Dudley?
I think Spike Dudley would get a big pop.
He would, but I think he would be.
Is.
He would be
Totally.
like
Kids today know who Tommy Dreamer is.
yes.
They don't. But there's a
So
higher
who's
chance
your
of
TNA?
Tommy Dreamer than Spike.
Once you watch
He's
TNA,
a producer
you know
for
who Tommy
TNA.
Dreamer is.
He's one of their top producers.
He still works for them.
Well, he did. He was supposed to do the India tour, and then it got canceled, so he was free to find other bookings, and then he just showed up on Raw.
Wait. What was the reason again? What was it? What was the reason they canceled the tour?
Issues. Logistical issues, aka it cost too much money, and no one was buying tickets.
That's every reason why they canceled a TNA tour. Hold on, I have a question for Sean. I know you. Do you still watch TNA? Because I know you used to be a big TNA guy.
Honestly, used to be a huge TNA guy, but recently they just can't do anything. They can't sell out shows. They can't even get two people to show up. They can't even make a show anymore. They've been so bad that they have to show old episodes of TNA.
The last time that I watched TNA was on Xbox with Sean when Jeff Jarrett won that what match Jeff Jarrett win?
Like the King of the Mountain.
TNA. Yeah. And after that, then I think it was T. Guerrero called out Donald Trump.
Did they really think they would get Donald Trump on the show?
I mean, they did so shitty that our Destination America is changing their name and going to just ghost programming. They literally killed an entire television channel.
They killed a channel.
They killed a channel. I'm not sure exactly how you do that, but they did it.
But the thing is, TNA has the superstars for it. They have the wrestlers for it.
No,
to
they
make
don't.
it go. Yes, they do.
No, they don't. Not anymore, they don't.
They kind
have-
of do.
You have people like Bobby Roode,
Other
Eric
people.
Young,
Eric Young, really?
Tigre Uno, who's
You can't trust that guy on the
Eric Young
Twitter
is
account.
decent, okay?
what?
Eric Young is
Yeah, but he's a
decent.
joke now. Wasn't he like a
Take it easy
knockout
there,
tag team
sir.
champion a couple years ago?
Yeah, but now he's like a serious heel.
You can't do that. That's like making Santino Morella now a serious threat. It doesn't work like that.
Talk to Dixie Carter then.
I don't want to talk to Dixie Carter.
You'll make an agreement with her, and then she'll give you payment 2 months later.
I'll be the TNA World Champ in like 3 weeks if I talk to Dixie Carter.
Just like EC3.
Yeah, but he's actually good though. So
He is. Like Sean, what did you like about TNA when you watched it?
I'm a big fan of their talent that they have. I was a big fan of Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, Tigre Uno. A lot of their talent I like, but I mean they can't do anything anymore, so their talent's gonna. Who knows?
Well, two TNA talents were reportedly backstage at NXT. Austin Aries and Gunner were back there, so I don't know if hopefully that's a sign of Austin Aries coming to NXT.
That'd be
Gunner
big.
got fired.
What?
I'm kind of meh about that though,
Why?
because hear me out on this, so don't put me on blast right in the beginning, okay? But I really was hoping when they fused with Global Force that was going to kind of resurge TNA, like give it a shock.
Yeah, 'cause
But
they had
it
big names.
really, yeah, for like a week, for like a couple of weeks.
Like who
No,
they
it
had?
didn't.
Who they
There's-
had? Like they had PJ
There was
Black.
still Destination America.
No, but they had names. They had PJ Black, Trevor Lee, Brian Myers, Sanjay Dutt, Chris Masters.
Yeah, they got talent, but the problem is the storylines. They don't have me investing in these people. I've been trying to watch TNA honestly, and it's so difficult to like get invested in these people. And I feel like every single time you watch it is a twist ending, but eventually when that keeps happening, you get used to it, so it doesn't you get a twist
what
ending anymore. It just makes it bland
How did we go from Raw to TNA?
because there's nothing to talk about on Raw this week.
Yeah, because Raw's dead.
Raw was dead this week.
Raw's dead every week.
And we can't discriminate. We can't just talk about WWE.
No, my channel is Mr. Pro Wrestling, so all pro wrestling will be involved here.
So you're just gonna freeze, okay?
What? Freeze?
You okay there, friend?
Yeah. You froze.
Froze? All right. Well, what I
He
said was
didn't freeze on my side.
yeah. See. Well, okay, Rob. What I said was my channel name is Mr. Pro Wrestling, so I'm going to talk about all things pro wrestling.
That is correct.
But one quick note on NXT. I don't know if you guys saw. It looks like a team that just turned face maybe 2 months ago is turning back heel
Yeah,
again.
The
in
Vaudevillains.
The Vaudevillains are turning heel again. They have something to do.
I think that's smart. I mean, besides the mechanics, who else is heel in the tag team division?
Jordan and Gable.
But they're pretty much face though. I mean, the crowd loves them.
But they're
Yeah,
positioned as, oh, they also have Blake and Murphy.
Oh yeah, Blake and Murphy.
They're
I
there.
remember them.
They're there.
Yeah.
I mean, NXT is the high spot of WWE, but even in recent weeks, it's been good, but not what it's known for. If you know what I mean.
Nothing's been good. It all sucks.
I mean,
It feels like what happened right before the new generation era started. You know what I mean? It feels very similar to that.
I mean, like I said, they have the talent. They really do.
Yeah.
All right, so wait, actually, you know what? Staying on the topic of NXT, I think we should do some predictions for Takeover this Wednesday or next
What's
Wednesday.
the card?
We have Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor for the NXT Championship. I'm going to say Finn Balor. Josh.
I'm going with Samoa Joe for this one.
All right, Rob.
I'm going Finn.
Sean.
Samoa Joe.
All right.
All right, so we have a split. Why?
Wait, what, Josh?
We have a split. Let's explain why.
I think they can build up the Samoa Joe Finn Balor feud a little more, maybe one more takeover match, and then Finn can lose it to Joe there. Why do you think? I'm gonna go with Rob because he's also on Finn. Why,
You know
Rob?
what? I'm trying to think though. I mean, who else? I think that Joe could win it because I don't really see any other heels coming up to like challenge Finn, except for maybe like a Baron Corbin with the face, or you get the returning Hideo. Unless, I don't know, skip me. Because
Right.
I have a lot of ideas going on in my head right now. I'm trying to sum it up.
Why do you think Joe?
Who?
Why do you think Samoa Joe will win?
Because I feel like if they take, well, how far away is Royal Rumble from now?
Like a month and a half.
Like a month?
Month and a half.
I feel like we're
day
almost
after we
on the
get
road
back
to
here.
WrestleMania. We're almost there. I feel like if they can use Finn for Mania, but they would have to work a little bit to send him in there, build him up a little bit, So give him those months to build up Finn, and then have him send out to Mania because he is a character that is like destined to be in Mania.
So you think the main reason why Joe's going to drop it is because they want to call Finn up?
Yeah, the main reason why I think they're going to drop it is because they want Finn up there. Because I feel like he'd be such a perfect character to be in WrestleMania. So either if it doesn't happen now, it's going to happen really soon. That Finn's going to drop the NXT title and then go up to the main roster.
All right, Sean, how about you? What do you think, Joe?
I'm going to agree with Josh. I think it's about time that Finn gets called up. I think he'd be a cool entry into the Rumble. And I'm looking for him to get called up and give Joe a chance at the NXT title.
All right, Rob, do you have your idea yet?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about Hideo Itami's return and how they eventually have like Finn as like the guy who did that. I could lead something good there, but I don't know what it attached to with this match. So I don't know. I'm going with Finn. I don't see them. I'm putting it on Joe. I don't know.
All right.
I just don't see
The
it.
next match is Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin. I'm going to go Apollo Crews. Josh?
Apollo Crews also.
Rob?
I want to see what Sean says first.
Sean?
You know what? As much as I love Apollo Crews, I'm going with Baron Corbin on this one.
All right,
Yeah, that's what I
Rob?
was going to say too. Yeah, I wanted to just make sure that it wasn't the only one, but yeah, I'm going with Baron Corbin also.
I'm going to explain why first. I think Apollo because they always build up that Apollo is this, undefeated guy, and he's finally getting that mean streak. He's not just this guy who's like, "Hi everyone, I'm happy to be here. Yeah!" Like that's what he does. All he does is come in, he smiles, and oh man, I'm so happy to be in NXT, and I'm gonna go out there. He's finally showing a mean streak in him, and that's what I like. Josh, what do you think? I think he's good.
Pretty much the same reason. They seem to be putting him through a different stage, so I don't think it's right to have him not. I feel like it wouldn't be right for him to lose yet. I feel like they do a much bigger card or a much bigger match for him to lose that streak with.
All right, Sean, what do you think? What do you think, Baron?
I think Baron's gonna be, if not the next call up, one of the next call ups. So I think they're gonna want to get him over a guy that's red hot right now in Apollo Crews.
Rob?
I mean, I think because Apollo's still undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've gone down with the on the undefeated storyline for like how many guys who just come coming in? I mean, I think that
Every indie guy.
they don't. What? Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
I said they do the undefeated storyline with every indie guy that comes in.
Yeah. So like, I feel like they want just to get that out of the way, build up Baron Corbin, and if they want this to like, because I mean, I take Baron seriously, but if he beats Apollo, I feel like he'll be really on the main event level. I feel like if Apollo beats Baron, it doesn't do anything really for Apollo.
Now, this match isn't confirmed, but it's like highly speculated. After
Hold on. Can I add one more thing?
Yeah, sure.
Also, if Baron beats Apollo, then he can feud with Finn. If Apollo wins the match, then where does Finn go if he beats Joe? Back to Apollo again? Like, I don't know.
Good point. So, like I said, a match that's highly speculated is Bayley Nia Jax for the NXT Women's Championship because of the Nia dropping 2 leg drops and attacking her backstage. So, which I believe that this match will happen. I'm going to say Bayley retains it. Josh?
I'm going to say Bayley. I feel like they could do a little bit more with this feud
All right,
than they
Rob?
already have.
I just pray that Bayley wins. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for her to drop it to anyone except for Asuka.
Sean?
It could always be worse.
I know it could be
Hoping for
worse. Thankfully, it wasn't.
What do you think?
I'm just hoping for Bayley.
Bayley. All right, because I mean, I think everyone has the same reason of why, because, like, I think it's kind of what Rob said. The only person I'd be okay with her dropping it to is Asuka.
Because I feel like they built that women's division just having like a better champion than the one before. Maybe not from Sasha to Bayley, but at least though it's so good. Like they've been on like an incline of champions. If she drops that to either Nia Jax or me, all the credibility that they like manage to get that title goes off a cliff. It's just like with the U.S. title with John Cena. As soon as Cena dropped that to Del Rio, and then Del Rio started to feud with Swagger over it, it like fell off a cliff.
But if they drop it, if they make her drop it to Eva Marie, there'll be a fucking riot.
No.
There'll be a fucking riot.
God, no.
Like people will lose their shit if Eva Marie becomes women's champion.
Bayley won that championship in one of the greatest women's match that I've ever seen in all of WWE history. So if you have the winner of that match decided to Eva Marie, it's just like no.
I am praying that isn't the case. I feel like she's just like that shark looming in the ocean right now because I know WWE likes that person, so I'm like, she's gonna end up somewhere. I'm really hoping not yet. I don't want to say till she gets better because I don't know if she will. But like, it hurts to know that she might be somewhere really soon, and she's definitely not ready for it.
Who isn't?
Eva Marie.
And I think
she'll never be ready for it.
I think another match that we can speculate will be Dash and Dawson versus Enzo and Cass for the NXT tag.
I mean, I think I'm gonna go first here because I just am. I feel like Dash and Dawson are gonna win pretty easily because I feel like Enzo and Cass, even though they never have won the NXT title, I feel like they're on their way out doing the honors, and Dash and Dawson should win because Enzo and Cass's time has passed. So it's like, I don't know.
Sean, how about you? Dash and Dawson or Enzo and Cass?
I feel like they're not going to lose the title until it's Gable and Jordan.
What, Sean?
I'm going to go with Dash and Dawson just because I think Enzo and Cass are ready. And I think they should be called out.
Josh?
Same. I feel like they don't need the title yet. I don't think they need the title, honestly. They can come up and we would be perfectly fine with that. They don't need the title right now.
I'm going to go same Dash and Dawson because I think it's past the point where you can give it to Enzo and Cass. They're still red hot in NXT, but
I don't say red hot, but
they're burning.
Yeah, they're not as over as Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, but they're still pretty damn over.
Yeah, they're over. I mean, no one's going to deny that.
And I also think another match that will happen will be Asuka versus Emma. Oh no, it will. Asuka announced it. So
I mean, Asuka's going to win that match, but I think that it should be a really fun match if they give them time.
I think we can all agree that Asuka's going to win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with Apollo. She's the undefeated, but she's the badass. She's the undefeated badass of the women's division.
Yeah, I mean, and it's Emma. They've really killed all credibility with Emma, so it's like.
So, we've covered every big story, I would say, but I think we should end with a little game of like, who would you bring from another company? And this
we've already done that.
No,
we did
but,
that 2 weeks
no,
ago.
No, but it's for a company we haven't done.
We did that 2 weeks ago.
It's also in the light of rumors of WWE trying to sign Nakamura from New Japan. So if you could bring one guy from New Japan to the WWE, who would it be?
New Japan. Yeah. Oh goodness.
Did we already do this?
No, we didn't. We did
ROH. We just say Indies overall.
No, we did ROH Mucho.
Alright.
I'm just gonna agree with who they're taking, and I'm gonna say Shinsuke Nakamura. Josh.
Okay. Same.
Rob.
I'm gonna go with I'm going with AJ Styles just because I don't follow Japanese wrestling, but I know AJ Styles. Almost all American wrestling fans know who AJ Styles is, so I think that'll help him out.
Sean.
As much as I like AJ Styles, he's getting older, and they don't really need him. So I'm going.
Yeah, but they need him for NXT. Though I'm not saying he'll go on the main roster. I'm saying though he'll be like a permanent NXT guy. Like when Finn Balor leaves, he could help them sell tickets there.
So, I think we have covered everything that we have to cover for this week. I mean, does anyone else have anything to really bring up?
Nope.
No.
All right. So, of course, now it's time for to plug everyone's social media. Josh, would you like to plug yours?
No, not this time around. I've done this a few times, and I think I've at least earned a spot on a description down below. because I think I've been here enough times to get squatters' rights.
You've been on.
Moving on.
You've been on all 3 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, I actually have. I still have the streak.
Rob, your social media, because you were very active today during the Giant like I was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Your social media.
At that guy Rob A.
Sean?
My name is it April 3rd yet?
What?
My name is it April 3rd yet? At this point.
Sean, social media.
Usually my social media is either New York Jets 1996 or New York Jets with just NY.
Of course,
That's my.
You can follow me on Twitter at SeanDurano4, Instagram Sean_Duran13, and that's it for this episode of the Mr. Pro Wrestling Podcast. We'll see you next week, guys. See you next video.